Hello, friends, and welcome back to A Cozy Lifestyle with Clarissa Coward. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you here for the first time. And if you're interested in DIYing, cleaning, organizing, decorating, or cooking your way to a cozy, comfortable, and organized life, well, then you're in the right place because that's what I do here. Today's video is a cook with me, and today I'm going to be preparing quick and easy spaghetti sauce. It may be from a jar, but when we're done sprucing it up, it's going to taste just like homemade. So here you see me starting adding my sweet Italian sausage. And what I've done in the bottom of the pan, I've added just enough of the um, coconut oil, the clear coconut oil, to cover the bottom of the pan because, as you know, the sausage and the ground beef will make enough liquid to cook them all. I'm going to add the ground beef to the same pan. I love this pan, guys. I think I've told you before. This emerald pan is just my favorite. So I'm going to add the ground beef and the sweet Italian sausage together. And I'm going to brown the ground beef and cook it through and through, as well as cook the sausage. I'm only using 3 because although I'm adding a full pot, well, a full jar of spaghetti sauce, and I'm using Prego today. I use Ragu as well, but this is just what I had on hand. But the meat will be enough for that size jar. We don't want it to be overly meaty, so you're just eating like a plate of ground beef and sausage. So you want the sauce too. But I season the meat as well as the sauce with all of the same seasonings. And although I've added that here, I will show you what I've used when I'm seasoning the sauce further down in the video. So right now I'm just browning the ground beef and cooking the sausage. So now that the ground beef and the sausage are done, I'm going to remove them from the pan. Next, I'll be adding in the same flavored juices the sliced green pepper and sliced onion. And once I saute that down, we'll come back and start making our sauce or pulling our sauce together. So what we're going to do now is just remove this from the pan and replace it with the green peppers and onions. Always a great addition to any dish. So sausage is all done and the bell pepper and onions are just about sauteed enough. I like to be able to just about see through them. I don't like chunks of either one in my sauce, but I do want to know that they're there and get little slivers. So I try and saute until they're just about see-through, and we're almost there. So it's almost time to transfer everything into the sauce. Before I do that, I'm going to slice um, the sausage into chunks to put in the sauce as well, so that I'm not going to add the whole sausage, of course. So I'm going to saute this a little longer, and then I'm going to slice the sausage. And by the way, guys, now that I have the peppers and onions cooked down to where I want them, I'm going to add some of the roasted garlic. I like fresh as well, but I don't have any on hand, so I'm using what I have. And this roasted garlic in the jar really, really does have good flavor. They have both smoked and regular, and I use both. Today I'm just using the regular, I believe. So I'm going to add that and stir it around a little bit, and then it's time for this to come off as well. So here you see me actually slicing the sausage, the Italian sausage, and I'm slicing it in chunks so it'll be large enough that you can get a good flavor from them. About the size of a good sized meatball is what I'm trying to do here. So I'll do that to all three, and that and the browned hamburger are all sitting on the paper towel, so there's not a lot of grease. I don't want to add grease to my sauce. So I'm going to cut these up, and I'll be right back. And now it's time to start putting the sauce together. And like I said, today I'm using a large size jar of the Prego with mushrooms. And everything is ready to go in now. Again, guys, I apologize for all the wiping and cleaning, but I do that as I go. So I'm going to start seasoning now, and I'm going to show you what I'm adding as I go along. So this is an Italian dish, and although I use Italian seasoning for a lot of things, it is necessary in this dish. So I'm going to add that. You can see how much I'm sprinkling um, as it relates to the amount of sauce in the pot. Hopefully that'll give you a little bit of a measurement. I'm also adding just a tad of the cilantro, as well as, let me see, what is this? Looks like some oregano, but I'm not sure. I will show you in just a second what that is. And it is basil, actually. And of course, I'm adding my signature bay leaves. I'd add those to all sauces and gravies. Just adding just a tad bit more flavor. And here is just the seasoned salt. Very rarely do I use a salt of any kind. It's normally seasoned salt. And next will be the black pepper. And new to my seasoning repertoire is turmeric. So I've also added a little of that to the sauce as well. You can see it sitting there on the counter. I've just started using turmeric. I'm doing a lot of research on that. It's supposed to have such good health qualities to it. Crushed red peppers for just a little spice. But the turmeric is supposed to have so many good health benefits, so I've been adding it to many of my dishes. I'm trying not to overpower because I'm not sure of what the flavor would be like if it would overtake everything else. So I'm still doing a little research on that, but I am adding just a little to everything. As long as I add black pepper to something, from what I've read, I can also add turmeric, and it will add some health benefits. And here is the last of the roasted garlic. I season the meat the same that I season the sauce, so that when you bite down on the meat, the hamburger, especially this is especially true if I'm making meatballs, you will get flavor in that as well. Stirring that all together, let those flavors just mix all up and get yummy. So it'll be yummy to your tummy in a little bit. And when I'm done wiping down again, we're going to add the meat to the sauce. Oh, first the veggies to the sauce. Yeah, and what I'm doing here, because the veggies were cooked in the oil and the juices from the meat, As I put it in, I am squeezing that out. Again, I don't want to add a lot of grease to this sauce. Even though we're eating red meat today and a sauce, and we're going to have pasta, we still want to eat as healthy as we can. And I'm using angel hair pasta. It's my favorite, and it's also not as thick. And I'm hoping that I don't get as much of the carbs by eating the angel hair. Not so sure that's true, but in my mind, it's a good move. Yeah, but I'm squeezing all of the juice and the oils out of this as I put this into the sauce. So here we go. The sauce is ready. The veggies are in. We're going to stir those in a second and mix all those good flavors again together. How yummy is this going to be? The sauce is nice and thick, and the more veggies and the more of the ground beef and Italian sausage you add, the thicker your sauce gets too. So we're now adding the sausage and ground beef, and they have sat on this paper towel, so there should not be much, if any, oil left, and that's the way I like it. That way your sauce doesn't have grease on it. I think that's kind of yucky to have grease sitting on the top of a spaghetti sauce. So in goes all that meat, and everything has been seasoned, hopefully well. The only thing about cooking ground beef is that until it's done, you can't taste it, or at least I can't. So stir all this up, and then it's simmer time. I usually let mine simmer. Of course, spaghetti is like any gravy or sauce, it's always better the next day. But I usually let my sauce simmer for about 2 hours. If I have longer, I simmer longer. But it's about 2 hours. I cooked this early enough so it had 2 hours just to sit there and percolate, if you will. So tell me, guys, how do you like to serve your spaghetti? Do you like the Italian style where you put the sauce over your pasta, or do you like it Southern style when you put it in a casserole, mix it all with the pasta, mix it up, add cheese on top, and bake it in the oven? Tell me which one is your favorite. I prefer Italian style. However, sometimes the Southern style is better because people can go back on their own and get seconds, thirds, or whatever. So here everything is plated, friends. I've added a tossed salad and Italian bread with oil and Italian seasoning to dip, and it turned out really nice. It's plated really pretty, and it tasted really well too. This was very, very good. I love the way this turned out. So that's it. That's our cooking together today, and I hope you have enjoyed it. So how do you make your spaghetti sauce? Do you make it from scratch using tomato paste and tomato sauce? Or do you use the quick and easy method, the way that I'm doing today? Both are very, very good. It's just that doing it totally from scratch takes a lot longer. It's worth it sometimes if you have the time, but if you don't and you spruce it up this way, it will taste really, really good. So that's it for me today. I hope you have enjoyed this. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really enjoy your company. I really, really do. And if you enjoyed this content, remember to give me a thumbs up, like and share this video. And if you're not already subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and that bell so you'll be notified of all of my upcoming content. I want to thank all of my new subbies. There are a few of you, and I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so glad to have you here. You should know that I upload videos weekly, at least one, sometimes two. And I hope that the content is always something that you can gain some incentive or be sparked to do something different or just get a good recipe or just for some good entertainment. But show up and um, enjoy yourself is what I'm really hoping that you do. And if you're one of my cozy lifestylers, you know how I feel about you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I appreciate you always. So, guys, as always, I'm going to leave you with hugs and blessings. And I want to remind you to find and remain in your own personal element. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye for now.